Diener had invited the federal officials and a bunch of industry folks, but nobody from the environmental community, which I thought was a real missing piece of that discussion. And it was problematic because it was just all about the pros of offshore drilling, but none of the sort of negative aspects of it, which I thought was left it to be sort of not a very good comprehensive meeting. But they pushed that we had something like 10 trillion cubic feet of natural gas offshore and a bunch of oil off near the point, which is one of the most biologically diverse areas in the whole world, right off the point off of Hatteras, like 45 miles off of Hatteras. So I think there are a lot of folks who have concern. There are a lot of folks who live on the coast. There are a lot of industries that need a clean coast to thrive, including fishing and tourism. And so I think those folks want to have a say in this debate. I don't know that in general we need to be pursuing more fossil fuels at all because we face a carbon-constrained future. The president announced last night a new plan with China on carbon emissions, and I think that's the route we need to be going, not more fossil fuels.
Well, and on that line of thought, let's talk about some good news before we talk about some other troubling things. Solar energy in North Carolina, a non-fossil fuel, seems to be doing quite well.
It's terrific, and it's partly related to the policies the legislature adopted back in 2000, actually about the past 5 years, and those have been very effective for jumpstarting a solar energy economy here in North Carolina. We're like one of the top in the country, and it's been terrific to watch because we virtually had no industry in 2007 when we adopted the renewable energy portfolio standard. And now we really are in the top 5 in terms of installed capacity, in terms of solar job growth, and it's just been great to watch.
And yet there are still people calling to repeal the renewable energy portfolio.
Right. That's very frustrating. it was amazing that we were able to beat that back, but we had a really good coalition, bipartisan coalition, and a strong voice from the business community that had benefited by the REPS. It's basically costing like a penny a month on the power bill. And you start to think about the subsidies for like paying for coal ash cleanup or something like that, where we're talking $20 to $30 a month. A penny a month doesn't seem much to help subsidize an industry that's really cleaned up our environment and created good homegrown jobs.